Okay, welcome everyone. This is my first parlay into Poetry Thursday. And really my inspiration for this has been both Mike at Bibliophile-Bookscapes and Austin at Eternal Reading. They always both participate in Poetry Thursday, and I really enjoy both of their channels. So I thought I'd give it a go. Now they're both accomplished poets, which I am not. And so I'm not going to be doing any original poetry today, but I will be reading from Dante's Inferno. Actually, not from the Inferno, from Dante's Divine Comedy, and I'm going to be reading from Purgatorio today, which is the second book of the Divine Comedy. And so at this point, I'm reading the book right now, and we've made it out of hell, and we're into purgatory. And I'm just going to read a small section of Canto 11. And in this canto, it starts with the souls who are kind of wandering through purgatory, and it's their recitation of the Lord's Prayer or the Our Father. And so this is kind of Dante's version of that prayer, and it just struck me as very beautiful. So I will read through that. Our Father, thou who dwellest in the heavens, not circumscribed, but from the greater love thou bearest to the first effects on high. Praise be thy name and thine omnipotence by every creature as befitting is to render thanks to thy sweet effluence. Come unto the peace of thy dominion, for unto it we cannot of ourselves, if it come not with all our intellect. Even as thine own angels of their will make sacrifice to thee, Hosanna singing, so may all men make sacrifice of theirs. Give unto us this day our daily manna, without which in this rough wilderness backwards goes he who toils most to advance. And even as we the trespass we have suffered, pardon in one another, pardon thou benignly, and regard not our desert. Our virtue, which is easily overcome, put not to proof with the old adversary, but thou from him who spurs it so deliver. And then, so that's obviously the end of the last petition, but they make a comment on the last petition of the prayer. This last petition, verily, dear Lord, not for ourselves is made who need it not, but for their sake who have remained behind us. And so I thought this was very interesting because the souls in purgatory are praying, but the prayer, the Our Father, they're not praying for their own souls. They're praying for those, for the sake, but for their sake who have remained behind us. And so the souls in purgatory are praying for those souls that are still left behind on earth, which is kind of the opposite way I would normally think of things. Normally, in the Catholic tradition, Catholics would be praying for those souls in purgatory, that they're able to pass through purgatory into heaven. But for these souls in purgatory, they say, not for ourselves is made, who need it not. So they no longer need it because they've already been delivered from the old adversary. They're obviously talking about the devil there. If they've made it into purgatory, they're free from evil now, right? They just have to purify their own heart in order to raise themselves to heaven. And so their focus is turned back towards those on earth so that they may overcome that evil. And so I just thought that was very, very striking and very beautiful. Thanks for watching.